Go Beaver! Away!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to Critscast, the Lockdown Throwdown. We're actually doing the Consolation Grand Final between two teams. We've got Joseph Zone and PIACH.
But Grumpy, we are in for a treat. Of course, product. Everyone wants blue team, and this is on product.
Yes.
Everyone wants blue team because you get the right-hand side wall jump with soldiers, whereas on red side you have the left-hand side wall jump. Not favoured when using the stock rocket launcher. Doesn't really matter when you've got the original too much, but people just instinctively prefer the right-hand side wall jump, hence why they take the blue team. So both teams want to get their hands on the blue team. So we are going to see the patented heavy fist fight, the boxing ring, ladies and gentlemen, in this mid. And we've got the Joseph himself, Yak, going to be going up against Matza with the heavy fist fight. Who do you think is going to win this one, Grumpy?
I'm gonna be a bit patriotic here, and I'm gonna put it down to Yak as they've exchanged blows. 170 on each, 105. Oh!
Whoa! Takes him down, Grumpy. 40 HP remaining. Yak's team's going to be able to pick up the blue side.
Oh, and the showboating, whipping out the Yeti, and that is going to be Joseph Zone taking that blue like you mentioned. So we're going to be starting off very soon for a Consolation Grand Final of the Lockdown Throwdown. Stay safe, stay home, and you're with us at Critscast.
We have got 11 players. Actually, we've got 12 players in the server now, so we should be going live anytime soon. So welcome everyone to our Consolation Final for Critscast, the Lockdown Throwdown tournament between the Joseph Zone and PIACH. Make sure, ladies and gentlemen, that you are washing your hands and that you are staying safe indoors. Stay indoors. Do not leave your house because we don't want you to, catch some horrible diseases out there, ladies and gentlemen. As we are now going live, Grumpy.
We will be, and we're going to start things off. We're going to see how they start these. It's hard not to call it a mid fight, but that's what I'm going to call it. The proverbial mid fight, the starting round of product. As right now, a little bit of damage coming out of Yak right now. Look for a bit of setup, but no real bombs, no one getting behind. Apart from actually there's a soldier, and that was Koi getting cleaned up. Now we've got some exchanging of players, but it's looking a lot better from PIACH. But Mesh is going to go down. Yak with some sexy pipes, taking a little bit of damage on point. Now Prasma looking to push forward, does get a frag. Yak going down to the Matsu sniper, and not able to connect any other frags, but the point is going to go to them, and Yak's going to come up because he does get the quicker respawn time, but a little bit of exchange of point. Now we're going to see how they set things up. 100% Uber on Grabber. The Bum getting his Uber up as we speak. They're baiting the point right now. Bum gets headshot. Never mind.
It's in the bin. They come out with the red Uber immediately onto Prasma. He's going to be running forward here. It's just going to be Hoy left alive, and he does get cleaned up there. And he kill buttons in the air. Oh my god.
PIACH proving us wrong. You know, we were heavily favouring Joseph Zone right now, and already PIACH have put in a huge amount of work and got themselves in a really secure position. They've still got a bit of an Uber. Oh, bum down again. Matson getting another frag with that sniper. They're just not able to deal with it. Oh, Hoy bombing onto a middle, going down. Just Matza eventually going down. Hugo baiting the point. Should really wait for the respawns, which he's going to do. Oh no, he baits out middle's respawn, but now going to try and go on to Grabber, but he's surrounded by players. Hugo's not taking that much damage. He is going to get a frag, but he does end up going down. Hoy going down to Grabber. What is going on right now? This is chaos.
Yak bombs in, finds Grabber. That's incredible. During this time, though, the blue team did manage to get a cap, so they actually got loads of time there while they were causing chaos. They actually know what they're doing with this chaos. They go in, they cap the point, and then they continue just jumping around. And then the Polish team try and follow them. But Bumfried right now is definitely not respecting this sniper sightline. In fact, he's standing in it.
He doesn't care. Matsura has been pushed out, though, so maybe a little bit of an opportunity, but then he's thinking about looking for the angle again. But there is a collapse of Joseph's zone. Matu does get cleaned up, but that doesn't matter because that's 3 for 1. That's a good exchange. They're going to get that time onto point, start bringing it down. They're going to get an Uber, so now Bum does need to respect those sightlines profusely. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a heartbreak for him. He is in death pit right now. Actually, the safest play to be, despite the name. And actually, a bit of spam going for the point. No!
no, death pit for the correct reason. But he shouldn't be standing there. He could have stood somewhere else and been a lot more safer. But we are seeing the bomb come in now directly into the entire red team. Grab it on 94% Uber is going to be able to escape and also link up with a scout. They are now connecting. As we do see another headshot ring out from Matt. So he's just walking forwards now, totally confident to snipe out these shots. And Bum with 0% Uber as the recap comes in from the red team.
Yeah, Patch managing to get a hold of that. Some interesting plays. Bum needs to... Oh, he swapped on to Kritzkrieg. I guess that's not good if you're dying a lot. I don't think that's good if you're dying a lot. You don't... You know, there is a lot of pressure coming out of this Polish team, and they're going to be wanting to go on to Bum as much as possible. And they need to make it... Like, Yak needs to pull something out of the bag with this, 100%. Otherwise... They're going to waste another 30. Yeah, oh no, the Uber's come out.
He's way too far forward and just gets immediately cleaned up there. Full Uber disadvantage, and you're deciding that you're going to run a Kritzkrieg is already questionable in the first place. You need to go in for a sack wave first, get that Uber out, make sure you have your medic all the way back, understand the Ubers, and respect the enemy team, because they are going to bomb you. If you try and escape anywhere, the demo man is just going to land on your face and murder you. There's no way you're going to be able to escape it. So they're playing far too far forwards and need to start respecting the sniper sight line and respecting the Polish team, because they are pulling it out of the bag. They are in the lead by a significant margin, but we are seeing the aggression come out, and they do manage to get this recap bomb now to 50%, but grab it on 64%, having that slight advantage, but deciding that they're going to move back, get healed up, and try again.
Yeah, they've got plenty of time to work with. They've got about a minute advantage, and Yak is actually building with a half Soitoichi.
It's genius.
This is genius. Big brain plays coming out of the Brit. The crit comes out. Miss. Oh, swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Oh, unfortunate. And
just
Uber
layer
has
up those
come out.
stickies. Just layer up those stickies behind the medic. Get him down, get him on the ground, but we've got Kazuchi in behind, onto Hoi, but we are seeing Yuga get a headshot as well, Matu going down, Hoi bombing and finding Kazuchi on the refrag, we've got Medj going out on top of Bum, and Bum goes down immediately, and Hoi has to try and find the counter frag, probably not going to find it there. Manages to pick up the pack, retreats around, gets body shot by Matza though, with the no-scope. Middle now taking that 1v1, and is actually super low now, and is going to have to retreat back into spawn. Hugo getting aggressive, but not linking up with his medic early enough, so they are just going to be burning Uber advantage.
And once again, Matza looking for an angle on the Bum. I was literally hoping that I could say once again he got a headshot, but Bum does stay alive. That's the first round going to Pacha. They surprised me, really surprised me.
Yeah, that's this is odd. And once again, we are seeing the replay. We've got Matza peeking, and then he gets the drop on towards Bum through main, but Bum just not respecting that sniper sideline and just gets piped behind the rock as well. Not even watching the demo man spam there as he got taken down. But we are now into our next mid, Grumpy.
And Soldier does go behind, looking like Matu looking for a spot, but Hoy's actually going to get cleaned up by Matsu whilst this happens, so Matu needs to make something happen. Huge amount of damage onto the combo, and that has cleaned up 2 players, but that's not going to be enough as the Soldier is now on top of point. Yak has been headshot. Matsu just doing so much work. Eventually Grabber goes down to middle, but Bum is going to be able to keep a hold of that Uber and have an Uber advantage, but again, the Polish team doing a great job.
Yeah, doing a really, really good job here about kindness aggression, but it's like that their chaos is overcoming them, and that they're just not thinking at all. Like they've decided that their brain is falling out at this point. And Bum, once again, moving into that death pit area, does have to use the Uber directly because there are stickies behind him. He spotted them and used immediately. They now bomb everyone in. No cap time so far. They are now going to get on this point and start capping out. Poi is super far forwards. Is going to come back for an arrow heal and then start moving forwards once again after they get this point capture, moving towards the left-hand side there. Yaka's going to start placing some traps up and is starting to prepare for the aggression of Grabber, who does have that 40% advantage coming up.
Yeah, that's the problem. They weren't able to get Grabber on that Uber push. And, Kazuchi nearly gets picked up by the stickies, but does call them out, so you're going to think that they're a little bit behind. But Bum's going to get cleaned up by some pipes. That's really not good. As now they're just going in. Full sack wave onto Grabber. Grabber is going to get cleaned up. Hoi now looking to get onto another frag with his scout. Demo on point. Is trying to stay alive. Matty does go down in the back lines, but Hoi, the only survivor, goes for the pie, explodes off the face of the demo. You guys still alive. Yeah, actually, not that bad of a play. You're right there.
He's on a long respawner, so now Hugo can get this, get a ton of cap time in. While the long respawners are coming in, a lot of time for Yak to get in there. Bombs all the way in deep, and now they can get the cap now that they've got the long respawners and got the advantage off the back of it. So that's a good little play there coming out from the side of Joseph Zone, finally screwing their thinking caps on and getting this one done.
So, for those who may not be aware, one little nuance of capture the flag and capture the point, King of the Hill. I understand this game, Koth. So King of the Hill is the respawns. So if you have the point, your respawns are twice as long as if you did not. So instead of 5 seconds, it becomes 10 seconds. Now, obviously, if you don't have your team to fight, which right now Joseph Zone do, and they're looking to pick up Thazu, they get Grabber as well, so this is really good for them. But Hoi actually is a 15-second respawn time, so much longer. And it just means that when you start losing players, it's really detrimental if you have the point. They lose middle, but they do trade for 2, they do take down the demo. Hugo is now going to get Kazuchu. So you really got to play around your spawns and play around your enemy spawns. As a Force tries to go in and does get onto Bum, but he doesn't drop. Yak now chasing into that and is going to back them out.
Yeah, I think Bum needs to start respecting these players a little bit more. He needs to play a little bit further back, and like by a little bit further back, I mean literally 1 meter. If he stands underneath that sheet metal there, he avoids all the rockets, because all the rockets slam into the sheet metal and don't hit him whatsoever. And this is now giving Grabber an Uber advantage to play with. But he hasn't got his Uber just yet, so it is now just an even fight here. Just a straight DM war, but Matza on the sniper making the difference as Bum goes down, and it's going to be Matza also dying. Kazuchi now getting cleaned up as Hugo and middle run forwards. Scouts just scout classing absolutely everyone. I can't pronounce that. Mafe manages to get taken down there by Hugo. Nice little clean up there, but Hoi and middle going to be weak. Yak on half HP, but still aggressing. No cap time coming out from the side of the poles right now, and it is going to mean that only 26 seconds left on the clock. And they're moving forwards now, Grumpy, and the sticky trap is dead, and it's going to be an awful Uber in towards Bum, but they do find him there. Bum, once again, just not respecting this Polish side.
Yeah, and now the Polish side needs to start cleaning up players as bombs do come in, trying to get onto Grabber. Does get cleaned up. Hoi actually getting cleaned by Matza, but Matza hasn't felt as impactful this round. Oh, big meat shot onto Yak. Kazuchi doing some work and cleans up the last player in that push against them. But no, I feel like Joseph Zone have done a good adjustment to the situation, and they're dealing with the sniper a lot better than before. But now it feels like Bum's just dying to everything else but the sniper. As I say that, Matza gets onto Yak. Bomb coming in from Matsu trying to get onto him, but he's going to stay alive. More deaths coming out. Hoi going down as well. Matza now looking to get onto Bum. Bum is in a really precarious situation, and Meath is going to get cleaned up. Hugo with the trade. There's just death all the time. Everywhere. Yes. And Poland's doing a great job.
A complete lack of respect from Bum. He had 20% Uber and is running at Grabber, who is 100% Uber charge now and 90% of the time. And we're just standing in front of the demo and I'm like, this is fine. Like, it's not fine. Grabber manages to use Uber there, does get forced out as well. Maybe Grabber could have been further back there, but was playing super far back with the rest of his team. Doesn't drop his Uber, and they managing to keep this point and are going to opt to go for a forward hold.
This is not going to be good for Joseph Zone if they're not able to break this, as Hoi does go down. They're going to trickle players in. This is really, really dangerous for them, as a lot of damage goes on to Yak. He's in the spot where he can get cleaned up. Hugo is. Yak nearly gets trapped in. He is able to back out. But yeah, this forward hold is going to be awful for Joseph Zone, because the Polish team can just let that time trickle down, because you've got 2 points to kind of push now versus the one. The jump attempt does go in, jumps up high, little shots are coming in below. They get Kazuchi, get me. They're looking to come forward. Hugo now pushing in. Grabber going down below Death Pit. Yak does get cleaned up by Matzo. He's still getting frabs. He gets Bum! This is ridiculous. Grabber surfs in.
Grabber gets the shot and he gets the Uber off, but doesn't manage to stand on the point and block it, unfortunately, there. But Bum dying again, one for the logs. I can't wait to see these logs and see how many deaths he has. This is fucking incredible.
This is just unfortunate.
It's very
unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Bum. He's just going to be losing out this whole game. Probably in a pit of misery right now, just getting absolutely destroyed by the side of the poles, Grumpy.
Knowing Bum, he's laughing so much. Oh my god.
First headshot from
Yak's
Matzo.
not going to be happy with that as
Bum
they do
dies
this
again.
Bum again. No! Boy in the background's going to get cleaned up. Kazuchu with the trade. Oh no. It's now a 2v2 and Thazu is going to get cleaned up and somehow Middle keeps it together. But the bomb comes in from the soldier. Middle surfs away. Ooh. 15 HP does not want to be in that and going to give up that point now. But because neither team have capped it, they're going to have to decap it to recap it.
Oh,
As Mev
Bum,
goes
what are you
in,
doing,
goes,
man?
Bum. No, he's so low, he's still alive, he gets the back.
He just runs out into the entire red team and is like, this is okay, don't worry boys, this is fine, look at me, I'm in. And is just like nearly dead every 5 seconds. This man needs to play more careful. He's throwing this game in the bin. Although I don't know how they won that last round with Bum dying every 5 seconds.
I don't think it's 100% Bum's fault. Like sometimes there are players that are getting in a bit too deep onto him. Like it's a mixture of everything, and I feel like the Polish team are just playing it a lot better as a huge amount of damage comes in, but then the exchange comes back. Bum at 50 HP, but it's going to back out. The Uber has come out 80% on Bum freeze and 90%. He's keeping his scout alive. Hugo's doing a great job of duking out those shots. Now they've got 100%. Bum's going to probably want to take that forward.
Yak drops the question mark in chat as well, just being really BM. I don't know how on this team, when you're playing this chaotic, that you can drop question marks. It just, nothing you're doing makes any sense, and they're just doing it. Okay, Bum is down to half HP, standing behind this rock. We are seeing the demo bomb in, and Bum gets forced. Nice little pop there to save his own life. And Joseph going directly in towards Grabber. Unfortunately there, doesn't find a flash because he was in way too deep. And Grabber now going to be half HP, going to be standing inside main, and the rest of his team are going to be on fast respawners because they are on the offense against this point. And it is now going to be even time on the clock, but they've got to worry about that Matza sniper still. They might want to change Matza off of sniper since they have the Uber advantage and get that little bit more aggression, but they are opting just to keep it now just to see if they can get any more headshots. The perma sniper getting favoured. They are running in with this Uber. Bum way too far forwards there. Gets cleaned up once again by the 100% Uber advantage there. Matza surfing on the rock. Hoy trying to go for the airshot, doesn't land it. A little bit of heal coming up from Grabber and arrow heal to keep Matza alive. And nice little play there from Grabber to just arrow up his team, keep them all nice and healthy. And they are going to retain this point with Uber advantage, Grumpy.
So basically, the strat right now is don't let them touch your bum. This is just 100% stranger danger lessons right now. Keep your bum
Social
safe.
distancing. Make sure you keep it away.
Keep away from my bum, sir. As Yak goes over the top trying to get on the grabber, it's not going to be able to connect it. Bum gets touched. He is down, and Kazuchu now looking to work the last remaining of the teams. This is just not good for Joseph Son. They're losing Bum way too much.
I would like to welcome everyone to the Toxic Brit stream now. This is what this is from now onwards. Just two toxic casters flaming one medic who dies over and over again.
We love him though.
We love him, this is the point. He's one of us.
He's one of us, he's a caster, he deserves this.
Which is why he gets more shtick.
Yeah, Matu gets suspended. Oh, pressure coming out of middle, not able to connect anything. 2 down for Joseph Zone. Matza trying to deal with the soldier in behind. Yak has jumped in. He's going to get cleaned up though. And,
the surf from Grabber was beautiful.
Oh, that was like the arms of the angels sort of thing. That was stunning.
Beautiful.
He did not want to be touched.
He nearly got hit by. Okay, Bum just caught a body shot as well. Bum is out to do it.
No!
He dies. A long-range scattergun shot like across the map to clean up Bum there. Kazuchu is on an 8k right now as well. Grabber pops out of Uber. Looks like they are going to block this point as well, middle. And Hugo going to be running around this point, just running loops around this demo medic combo. The scout's still alive. They place stickies on the ground defensively. Hugo going to be running in middle, and Hugo a little bit disconnected here as they both run in separately and are going to die one by one. It's going to be Matu now going in on his own with Yak in tow, but Yak gets headshot while he's suspended in the air. Bum now going to be moving forwards with Hoy. They need to make something happen if they're going to get a round on the board. They need to get this recap going, but it's just Hoy and Bum. They're going to be running forwards here. Middle now running in as well, trying to get something to happen. Bum's going to be running forwards as well. Going towards the point point, gets knocked onto the rock, unfortunately. Hugo standing on the point, Bum dies to a sticky trap again. Yak is going to be walking forward, gets piped down, Matu bombing in on his own is also going to die. It's just one by one, Grumpy.
Yeah, and you could just see that they were cleaning up players. It was like a shooting gallery for them. It was like, pull! And Matza would be able to get those headshots and those hits. Yeah, you know, like, people with the discus.
Bum flies in the air.
Yeah, 100%. That's right now. We're going to be going into our fourth? Yeah, I'm going to say fourth. I can count.
Fourth, yep.
Our fourth quote-unquote mid-fight of this KOF map. The Polish team looking a lot stronger. Still opting for that sniper as Tazu Kazuchi. Oh, 3 players. This is really good.
Oh, it's
boy. With the Minecraft. Cleans up Grabber.
It's a wipe. They did it. Maybe it was a ruse. Lull them into a false sense of security and then destroy them.
Yeah, 100%. Also, is it really bad that I can't help but realise that one med's called Grabber and the other one's called Bum?
Grab a bum.
I'm such an adult.
Social distancing, ladies and gentlemen. This is the time.
Social distancing. Decency.
Well,
social decency.
Social decency, yeah.
That has gone. That has 100% gone.
Yeah, so while we watch the Poles fail over and over again to try and break this forward hold that they have, this is our time to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that you should be washing your hands regularly every time that you go outside. Make sure you wear the correct PPE if you're in a health setting, and make sure you are social distancing, like these teams aren't doing right now, because they are within beam range. Make sure you're keeping 2 meters apart from each other at all times. Thank you very much.
Remember what they say, don't go in beam range during a pandemic.
Don't go in beam range during a pandemic, yeah. Heal beams won't save you in this circumstance. But we have now got Kazuchi getting taken down there. Hugo's by 4k. You're seeing that Uber's now getting traded out. The red team getting nice and aggressive. 1 minute clock deficit for the Poles. And they have a worse Uber. And Grabber with a nice surf there to escape. And it's going to be Praspo running out through main as well. Unfortunately, they don't get anything to happen. But Matza is still up on that sniper. Middle spots him out. But Middle fails his jump onto the cliff and just gets cleaned up there by Kazuchi in tow with Grabber. But Grabber now getting bombed on by Matu and does get taken out there. Somehow Bum died in the background, didn't even see what happened, and now they're going to be able
got a headshot by Matza, as per usual. Oh, it started off so well.
We have secured the control.
Waiting for the last spawners, doing the thing I mentioned with the spawns. Matza got an angle. Oh, Bum! Oh, that was close. That was terrifyingly close. As a bomb goes in, another soldier goes into the air, but Matza just having fun hitting them for 50. Tazu is going to go down middle with a huge amount of aggression through Deathbit. Hoi!
He pickaxe Grabber, he's playing Minecraft, he's mining diamonds.
We're getting somewhere.
We're getting somewhere. They have got loads of time on this clock here. They've got 1 minute left on the clock for the side of the Joseph Zone. Only 30 seconds taken down by the side of the pole. They need to make something happen. They need some Matza headshots. But the one thing that you do get from running a sniper for so... Okay, never mind. I'm talking out my ass. As Matza finds another headshot. Onto Matty. Bum gets taken down by a flank from Maeve. But Hugo in as well. Manages to find the Misha onto him. On towards Prasper as well. They finish him up. The cat only not even being picked up here. Hugo denying the point. But, oh my god, the bomb from Yak finds the point to Grabber. Doesn't find the rest of the damage, however. And Grabber is going to be able to retreat to get the health pack.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was going to
just
say...
chaos.
Yeah, I was going to say what happens when you run sniper for too long is they run out of juice. But Matthew just headshots someone immediately.
Runs out of juice. Boom. Oh no, Uber's coming in. Is Bum going to get away or are they going to get close to him? No, they're going to be able to get out. No, no, no. As I say that, Kazuchi gets Bum.
Oh no.
Matza's still cleaning house. Oh, how many headshots, how many kills has this man got on sniper right now?
Yeah, gets headshot on craters.
Oh, but he got Matza.
Yeah, the not important frag because Grabber's still alive and has a massive Uber advantage to work with now. So, they could hold on to this point.
You say that, but Matza is an absolute anti-air cannon right now with that sniper.
He's going to stop these gamers from getting anywhere near them. And we have now got the rest of the team now coming in as they are making their way forwards. Up this grass area, they've been opting to move up grass a lot, but Bum is now once again sat in this corner away from a sniper sightline. Now running across the point, the red team are however ubered and are going to be bombing a soldier through in towards Bum. He takes a little bit of damage. The scout flanks him, going to be running at him through main, but Yak there with the defensive pipes to clean him up there. Casualty going to be chasing. He is going to chase in towards last, not going to be able to find it. Bum retreats back into the spawn door. Bum respecting them nice and well there, keeping the social distancing up, and manages to survive because of it.
Oh. He got away. He got away.
Not that they count the point or anything.
The
but
evolution. The
Madsa on
evolution.
the rock. Yeah, the evolution of Bum. Madsa on the rock going to be peeking that sideline. They need to use the Zuba. Okay, they do use it around the corner. Well played from them now. And Yak is going to be walking forwards now. No one's bombing, but they do find Praz, which is enough for the Zuba. Because Grabber was already even out the fight. So they're not overcommitting. They are going to cap up this point. Yak is going to hold close on the right-hand side on his own. Going to be spamming pipes up. And is going to pipe Grabber. Grabber gets forced because of the pipe. And Kazachu going to get cleaned up immediately outside of the beam range, social distancing appropriately. As middle now is going to take a 1v1 with an Ubered scout. Be like, why can't I shoot this boy? As he is shiny. And Bun manages to get murdered out of nowhere by Maeve. And the cat time now coming in from the poles. Grabber getting bombed, does go down to Hoy. And now we're going to see a bit of a random fight coming in as Yak is going to be fighting in a 2v1. Matt's going to be body shotting him. And the SMG is out, going to clean him up as the poles come in for the cap.
That was so close. If Yak could have got a 3k, that would have been insane. I guess that wasn't close. But now all Joseph Zone need to do to stay in this map is to cap that point. They've got 30 seconds to do it. Point is going in deep, trying to sink on to Grabber, but Grabber does the one thing that no soldier expects: walk below them and past them. As the collapse onto Joseph Zone. Bun is so low. Does it jumping onto Hugo?
He dies again!
No.
Oh my god, Maeve finds
no.
loads of plays. He finds Yak as well. And they've only got 8 seconds left on the clock. Boy needs to make something happen. Matto's bombing in as well. They're in deep. And they manage to get on top of the point but get cleaned up immediately and all die. Middle gets skyboxed by the Thazu scattergun, and that is going to be over. It's going to be 3-1 Grumpy, defying expectations. The Poles are going to take this one 3-1. I found out, by the way, Grumpy, I have a new favourite type of bee.
Okay.
We are going live, by the way.
Yeah, no. Tell me about the bee.
So it's a type of bee called the minor bee, and they live in the ground and they're super friendly and you can pet them and stuff.
Oh, okay. So, for those who are just joining us, welcome to Critscast. We're talking about bees and TF2. This is the Consolation Grand Final between Joseph Zone and PIACH. PIACH won the first map. We're now on Snake Water as things are getting set up. Manu's going for a bomb. In with Hoy, and
what an air shot!
Off with a beautiful air shot. And now, Mesh coming in, looking to touch that Bum, but Bum is protected. He is wearing gloves in the form of Hugo, and they're going to be able to push forward.
It's not Rakuza and Hugo, it's PPE Hugo. He's protecting his bum nicely there. So that was just a nice mid coming out from them. It was essentially just like a huge bombing mid where they decided that they'd just bomb all their soldiers in and just launch themselves at the enemy team, which is what we expected coming out here. As they are now moving into last immediately. No buffs on the side of the blue team. They just do not want to buff anyone. They're just going to Uber indirectly. They only find one pick so far. They're now onto the heavy. The heavy super far forward, however, does get taken down immediately. Their sentry gun gets pressured and they clean it up, and it's just going to be a round head Grumpy.
Yeah, Joseph Zone really starting off this round, showing their prowess. No heavy to mid though.
No heavy to mid just yet. I mean, they don't want to throw it just yet, you know. They're just going to take this one steady, Grumpy, as they're coming into the next mid.
Yeah, they will be. And we're going to see Yak's got a huge amount of speed on him. So has Praz though. So a little bit earlier for Yak. They're going to be exchanging. We're going to be looking for how they want to set things up again. Matza taking the high ground. The high bomb coming out onto the med. Hoya's going to get cleaned up. And now Matsu is going to get cleaned up as well, but not before he gets Grabber, so Bum needs to stay alive. As Soldier bombs in, tries to go onto it, gets cleaned up by Hugo. Hugo now having to defend it against the demo as well. Tazu going down. This is good for Hugo. He's going to clean him up, and that's going to be a wipe, effectively.
Hugo taunting as well on the point as soon as he gets that final kill. Yeah, that was That was just a good mid. These guys know what they're doing on Snake Water, clearly. Maybe they just don't like product whatsoever. They just don't know what they're doing. Maybe didn't scrim it at all. Because who likes scrimming product? Absolutely no one. They're making the clever maneuver now, Grumpy, of heading in towards lower. Definitely the safest route to take against any snipers.
Yeah, and they're already in without having to use Uber. They're going to use it really, really late. Try and push them out. Grabber is only at 60%, so they're going to get some time onto the point. Deal with the collapse onto them. Yak has gone super low though. He's actually going to die from full damage. This is 2 scouts versus 2 scouts. Middle actually slapping Grabber with the Boston Basher. Now Bum's getting involved, swinging his piece, and all of them. No, wait!
Point. Everyone dies. Every single player died.
Okay, that was chaos.
Yeah, this is the Joseph Zone in a nutshell, let's be fair. They just are the chaos.
And because of that chaos, they are still in a good advantage, but Zazu has picked out his sniper, so he's going to be looking for some angles, someone to pick up on. Not able to ding any headshots though.
Yeah, not going to find anything here. Just going to be walking forwards now and towards lobby. Definitely a good idea to take up your sniper if you want to, you know, get a bit of a new advantage going in this game. So they are moving him forwards, but he's eating a lot of spam. Does find middle there with a nice little shot onto him. Just a 50 damage body shot to take him out as he did eat a ton of spam. This is going to open up the lobby a little bit more for them as the blue team deciding they're going to back away as Mats are now going to be heading in towards this cheese area, getting a ton of room for his team. They are well aware that he is in cheese. The middle now coming up with his respawner, and they still haven't sacked a player, so they're just going to give it up, I think, Grumpy.
Yeah, they're going to have to give it up right now. And Koi looking to pick up a second player, actually, and creating, again, an opportunity for them to just go in with 2 soldiers down. And we mentioned it. There's the engineer. The engineer for pushing last is up. They've got that sentry up as well. They get Kazuchi, they get the force on to Bum, but they're slowly engineering. Yeah, the engie is in.
He's going in, he's walking forward with the shotgun, he's got the gunslinger sentry gun on the ground, he's healing up, he's pistol whipping the heavy with the brass beast. Fatu now just trying to respond by hammering against them. Bum finds the arrow frag onto him, and Matu is in deep on last here. They've got the engineer on the point here. It's going to be Grabber running around trying to get some swords. Bum stands on the point, and the mini sentry is still alive, ladies and gentlemen. Maximum efficiency.
Yeah, Joseph Zone doing much better work of this map than before. Looking like a completely different team. It definitely seems like product was just not their map, and letting their team kind of play into that was kind of awkward for them because, you know, the Poles had such a strong showing, but now they just can't seem to sink their teeth into this Snakewater map, as they are now looking for some more damage. Right, taking up the high ground. Bomb coming in, immediately suspended, but actually Matzo going to get onto Bum. Middle going down. This is actually looking good. Now in the reverse for Joseph Zone, they're going to be trying to pick up Grabber, separate the players out. Grabber is so low, does eventually go down. Hugo cleaning up the last player, and it's going to be a wipe, but they did lose Bum.
Yeah, that's, you know, that's going to be a pretty epic mid there coming out from the side of Joseph Zone. Of course, they did lose Bum, but, I mean, of course, Grabber died slightly afterwards, which means they're going to have quite a big advantage coming out here. It's going to be around 30%, 35%, yeah, 35% advantage coming out for Bum here, which means this is totally capable for them to do a last push. I mean, Yak is already capping up on second, and they are now getting forwards. Prasber actually in trouble here on Bats, does manage to find a frag though on towards Hoy, who did flank him there, did get body shot down by Matza, but now they're getting super aggressive towards lobby, heading down into lower early on. This is a really, really heads-up play coming out from the Joseph Zone. Of course, they don't have an Uber yet, so Bum can't be too frivolous with his life. He does get taken down there, does get body shot, but doesn't matter. They have the cap time, and they win it out, Grumpy.
Just so strong from Joseph Zone. It doesn't... I just don't really know how Patu are going to come back from this. They need to start really sticking their mid fights. You know, they are getting the frag onto Bum quite consistently, but it's not going to be enough if they lose all their players as a result. They need to start cleaning up those players, finding better opportunities to go forward. And we are now seeing the bombs come in. It's going to be straight on to the demo. But both soldiers are now cleaned up, so now they're going to counter sack in. This is a much better mid out of Patch. as they are looking to get bombed down, and that's going to be a wipe of Joseph's Zone, so they played a much better mid-fight.
Yeah, much better mid-fight coming out from the poles there. They did manage to keep Grabber alive as well. Really cutting that aggression coming out from the side of the Joseph Zone. They are also getting aggressive themselves, moving into so that's the good Polish aggression that I told you about beforehand. Really kicking in now as they've already got players on second, and they have 94% Uber charge. They're going to see what they want to do with this one. Yak is sticking some stickies in the bucket there as PIACH going to be making their way in towards lobby here.
PIACH.
PIACH. It's like another word, but you know, just anyway.
Can't say it.
They're moving in towards last Grumpy and getting some cats up.
They are, and they're trying to bait this out. They've got so much time on it. And they're, what? Okay.
The medic got a headshot, but they went in anyway, and they managed to win it. That's
just I can't believe he dropped to a headshot. They just walked and put a player on point, and it was fine.
The Polish aggression, I'm telling you.
The Polish aggression. Working.
It's working. Anyway, we are now heading into our next mid-fight. Praz is going to be trading out stickies here with Yak. We are seeing Koi taking that right-hand side for his team. Looking like he's going to be moving in towards kitchen. Goes for the bomb now and gets immediately punched to the floor by Praz. Amazing little pipe from him. Huge damage coming out from Praz as well. Lands the pipe directly in the middle of the blue team. Is going to deal a ton now moving forwards and not really getting supported by the rest of his team now as do see scouts run across the point now to assist him. Heel's getting put up his rectum and is going to be walking forwards now but has to start retreating. There are 3 down on his side and Prasper eventually gets cleaned up there by a nice little bomb from Matu.
Good job from them cleaning up players, keeping Bum alive, but with Grabber alive as well. They need some sort of exchange. Do you know what I want to see? I want to see some banners. I want to see a banner play come out here. There's always the potential for it. No one's going to go for it, but they could go for the banner exchange. But I think they're actually just going to go for a lower push, equal Ubers. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. Equal Ubers push.
Here they coming into last. They pop out this Uber, but the Uber is now traded out. But they lose Koi in middle immediately, and are just going to be retreating now back in towards this shutter door. Just going to be retreating heavily here. They did lose 2, but Prasper also going down now. But Bum getting heavily pressured in lobby as well. Kazuchu going to actually get cleaned up there, but Yak is in trouble on the left hand side. Gets cleaned up. Uh-oh, yeah, Thazu.
Thazu went down below and just went through lower and got a frag. Now Hugo's kind of left in there, but oh! On to Grabber. Good work from Hugo. Now going on to last. He's got a demo to deal with. And a soldier. The soldier's super low. He's going to get cleaned up. Now we've got 2 scouts barreling down into last. The 1v1 against Kazuchi does go down. Oh, Hugo does end up fragging. Can Thazu clutch this out against middle? Middle is going to go down. Oh. Yak's no.
Matt is going in. Oh, never mind. He decides he's going to jump out, unfortunately. I wanted him to commit. But Yak finds Grabber. Long range pipe.
Oh no.
Grabber drops the X like quadruple D in the chat there and Yak throws out, oh, what? As the long range pipe comes out. Did pipe him while he was on the point there. Unfortunately there. Bum now going to be up with a 75% Uber advantage, and it looks like they are going to be making their way in towards the lobby. Just going to be heading in through lower now, back in towards the upper lobby there to avoid any sniper pressure that they could receive. And it looks like they are trying to decide which way they want to take this Uber. Looks like they're going to opt for the right side push, and they are going to Uber through. It looks like Hugo first. Hugo gets through that doorway. They are Ubering through Matu eventually, but we are seeing a scout in the skybox. They take down Praz on the shutter door. Could not get in there. Mayf is now bombing on top of them. Gets cleaned up eventually. Is going to get cleaned up by Hugo here, as his bomb was all in vain. Grabber getting low as well. However, Grabber is off on the crit tree. If he can get this one, he doesn't. He gets pistol whipped down and does die.
Bait onto point.
Yeah, it's
what
good
an
play.
Amazing bait onto point. The Yak getting 3 kills right at the end just from that little bait. Good work from Joseph Zone. And now we're coming into our 6th mid.
Yeah.
If I count correctly. Yeah, I do. It's the 6th mid. And hopefully PIACH are going to be able to do a repeat of their wipe and get back into this game, because Joseph Zone only losing the 1 round look a lot stronger than PIACH on this map. Bombs coming in, pressure going down onto them. Mats are now rotating to get that soldier behind. Hoy is going to get cleaned up as they start walking forward now. Bum super low. He's trapped in by the spam. Going to eventually be able to get out with a good bit of patience, and it looks like they're going to be chased out quite quickly by PIACH, taking this mid, but not losing too many players. I think only 1 person died during that whole mid fight.
Yeah, they just bombed one soldier and sort of baited him a little bit, didn't really commit hard enough across the point to make anything else happen, just decided that they were going to leave the mid, which is fair enough. They are going to cling to this second, though, as they are getting really aggressive on the side of the Polish team. They do this quite often, though. They just push in. They've got players in on grass as well, not enough players watching that space as Bum gets forced. Grabber still has not used, eventually uses Zuba as he fears Hoy above him, and is going to walk forwards here. Hoy getting cleaned up. Hugo also dying there on grass. They're going to head towards lobby now, getting mega aggressive. They have 2-player advantage, and they can make something happen, Grumpy, in towards last, if they would like to.
Yeah, they have got that player advantage, so it would be a good idea for them to do it. They're going to go on the left-hand side. They're going to meet Yat, who's dealing damage. Get hold of that high ground. Pipes come in and damage onto that soldier. Matza going super low. Hoy now coming in to deny the scout. On point. Another soldier comes in. Oh, misses the rocket. Gets smacked into the ground by Matu.
God, Bum is
they've
playing
lost two.
fire. You sound like
so low.
30
Oh, they're
HP
pushing in.
and still on
Grabber's
a
going
sticky.
in for a sword. What?
Okay.
That's not the play, Grabber.
You can't tell him what to do, as Yat gets fragged in the low ground. Hugo's going to be running in against Thazu, but Bum is left alone on bridge and just dies. Kazuchi there finding the frag onto Bum, all on his own. Battle medics are around, but Hugo, the only one left alive somehow. This chaos, I don't know how this has happened, Grumpy. Please explain to me why this has happened.
Just, I really feel like there was a lot of DM.
Okay, so
Bad DM.
to explain what just happened
I
to
don't.
everyone, I think I've got it. I think I've got this, guys. And that is that medic dies, everyone push, we wipe, we lose. Perfect, right, so we're headed to the next bit.
Oh, I love watching lower divs because I just have no idea.
Yeah, this is insane. As we are seeing Kazuchi catch some rockets up top, nice and early. Gonna have to retreat there, back into towards lower, as Hoy did actually go behind there. They are saying now Matu with tons of space, able to bomb on top of Grabber, but Grabber with some nice little jukes there to get away from... Oh no, gets piped across the mid by Yak. I saw that pipe flying in from a mile away. Could not dodge it, and unfortunately goes down now, but Bum is still alive. Middle's going to be retreating as well. Hugo is actually on next to the beam. So he has got a scout to help him escape. Middle going down as well, but it's a 5v3 situation if they were to push. We have now got Hoy on the respawn, are going to be meeting up with the rest of his team. Mate is going to be going in really deep on towards Bum, whiffs the rocket unfortunately, but does get a nice direct onto Bum. But Bum manages to survive the spam coming out from Praz and Matza, but they are going to manage to keep Bum alive and keep that Uber charge as well.
And really, it's just pressure coming out of Joseph's zone as they're looking to retake this mid-fight, Lucky. Right now, it feels very disorganized from both teams. But Matza now trying to use that chaos is going to go straight onto Bum. Bum takes a rocket. Bum's going to back up. He's going to get forced. He doesn't drop, which is good. Hoy now going onto the demo. The demo does get cleaned up. And now they're going to push forward. Even though they've lost that Uber, there's only 2 players left on the side of PIACH. And Joseph's zone want to go forward. They can jump their soldiers in if they want to. 2 scouts versus the entire team. They do use, but they did drop Thazu. So it's not a perfect chariot. Grabber is going to now back out. They got the force. They've got their 50% advantage for this last push. So they're going to be looking to set up right now, Lucky, to go back in.
Yeah, 1 player advantage means on Snake Quarter, you can now just push as they get straight on the point, and it's going to be Mafe now bombing towards the point. Tons of cap time, they cap that one up. They just play stickies on point and played it, and that is just simplistically how you can cap this last point. Grumpy.
100%. I don't feel like PIACH can get back from this in any way, Lucky. Joseph's zone.
It's toughy.
Well, unless they lose Grabber again and then win the round, because that seems to be the trend. Is just letting him die and then them winning the round. But on this mid fight, again, we're going to be looking for setups, and it's been slow. Max is going to get cleaned up. Hoy's actually going to be across the point, going to get cleaned, but middle gets onto Grabber. Bum super low, going to get cleaned up by Meth. He does go down though, and Prasper ends up going down, and that's a mid fight and pretty much a wipe. Super slow fight out of the Polish team, Lucky.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a bit, that was a bit cringe all over the place. Some things happened. They tried to get some bombs happening on the side of the Joseph Zone there. They bombed across, and, they made the bomb happen. They got Grabber, but then they couldn't defend Bum in the end there. But we are now seeing some aggression coming out from the side of the poles. They are now going out in second, but they lose Grabber immediately here. And it's going to be Thazu now running forwards and middle now. Going to be pistol whipping onto Thazu, and Hoi is going to once again get on top of him. But we are now seeing Kazuchu in with the flank. Bum's going to get pincered, does get taken down immediately. Timmy two-shot into the floor. And we are now seeing the cleanup come for the rest of the team. Hoi is the only one left alive. He's getting cleaned up by Praz. And it's a huge collapse from the poles, baiting Grabber to get the wipe.
Like I said, they they seem to need to let their med die to do stuff. I'm confused, Lucky. That doesn't seem like how TF2 should work. But it's working for them. I'm not even going to argue it as Hugo goes down. They're looking to push into mid right now. They do lose Grabber, so this is a dangerous time for Joseph's Zone. As they do clean up one. Matu super low. They get the scout as well. They're looking to clean up the second one down near Choke. And with Prasba the only one alive, he's going to have to back out as soon as possible.
Yeah, I mean, they are going to be now standing on top of the point here. Just going to be capping this one up with their 50% Uber advantage. But once again, though, they're just not waiting. They just like to get inside of lobby. I mean, it's a bit of a dangerous maneuver to be making, moving into lobby so early when you've just got a demo man and a medic. It's very risky, since you can get jumped on by a soldier, and the demo man has literally nowhere defending you. Yak there going in on his own, gets fragged, headshot by Maeve. And they should now just get the hell out of lobby. They've not got anyone to defend this lobby area. And they do lose another one. They lose Hugo there. Bum getting insanely low. Hoi now just going to be jumping back to his medic to survive. Kazuchu getting forwards. Does spot out Matu now, but Matu going to be trying to jump back. No pack's going to be there for him. And they do get on top of Bum and take him down. So no more Uber advantage for them. Grab will be moving forwards to link up with the rest of his team. Going to be connecting now with Kazuchu. And Yak is going to be the only one left on grass. So this overextension coming out from Yak's team, just moving into lobby and not waiting for the rest of the team, is cost them dearly.
And Hugo actually is behind it as well. Just looking for some sort of weird bait play.
Yep, they're going to be moving in towards mid now. The poles are going to be getting in nice and deep. It's going to be Kazuchu getting in there. Matu getting just skyboxed now by the scouts. Pinned to the ceiling. Hoi now bombing in nice and deep. On towards Grabber. Does get the force there. And Thazu manages to get the clean up there with the assistance of Matza. And they are going to be moving forwards now to try and find some more frags. But they haven't got any cap time going on. And Yak is in behind. Going to be going for that back cap. It's not wheeled in the pain train, so he's not going to have that 2 times cap. Nice bit of aggression there coming out from the side of the Joseph Zone. Just going to be blocking out that one. And, well, was trying to get the force out there. Does get the force, sorry. And does make it so that they have an Uber advantage now, as they now come streaming back into mid. Going to be taking this one relatively free. Mata and Thazu going down to Yak, but Yak gets cleaned up first trouble. Maeve also going down. Going to be Kazuchu getting cleaned up by middle as well, as they stack this cap now to block the forward spawners. 9 seconds left on these spawners, and they are going to get blocked, it would seem. So good re-aggression coming out there from the side of the Joseph Zone. Grumpy, are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. Sorry, I had some noise issues in the background, so I've just dealt with them, and we're going to be going forward. Bum with 100% Uber, getting on to second, and Grabber 75% may be able to get it, but I don't think Joseph Zone will want to give them any of that space, as they are going to be going in right now. Matu dealing some damage. Hoi is going to go down. They've wasted so much time that the Uber is actually going to come up for Grabber. They're looking to pressure a little bit. They've taken so much damage, but they are getting the heals out now. But they're pushing out. Do they know that Ubers are equal right now? They're having an exchange. It's super dangerous for the poles if they have a poor post-Uber fight here, as there has been a lot of flashing from Bum, but they're going to get Grabber, so now they're going to be trying to clean up the players below. Bum is staying alive with his team. Thazu does clean up middle with a headshot, but right now, Joseph Zone looking in a good spot. They do lose Mato, though. As I say that, they look really bad. Lost Hugo. Yak and Bum are going to have to back out. And again, losing their med isn't the end of the world for PIACH, as they do really, really well. PIACH? PIACH.
Bum gets the arrows to Maeve as well.
Nice.
Hits the taunt key as well. Incredible arrow coming out there. Nice little air shot there from Matthew denying this Polish aggression. They are now moving in, just trying to get this point back. as they need to make something happen here. 8 minutes left on the clock and they need 4 rounds, which is totally doable considering the pace of this game. But grabbing out on his own on that bats area, probably giving up. Hugo gets the frag onto him, and they are going to be able to push last hit. A lot of cap time though for the red team, and Yak now getting pressured super heavy. Does get taken down there as he was overextending once again. No Uber charge on the side of Bum, so he's not going to be able to save him there. Tries to play Minecraft, but Bum now standing forward. They do get the cap as Middle was standing on the point, and I think the poles are starting to give us. I think Grumpy is AFK again. Okay, so it's just me, ladies and gentlemen. We've now got this next mid-fight happen. This game was absolute chaos, so I do apologise for the quality of casting, but we honestly just... This game is stupid dumb. But now we're coming into our next mid. It's going to be the 8th mid of the game. If that doesn't explain to you what's going on in this game, nothing will. We are seeing Matty take the high ground on the left-hand side. Mafe now getting forwards. Kazuchu now running a Bum. Does take it down with Timmy 2-shot. Middle now going to be trying to clean him up. Does manage to find it. Hugo manages to get a pistol whip with Praz. There's frags going off here, there, and everywhere. But we are seeing a nice bomb from Mafe. Does get in on top of Saw. Does take down Middle there. And is going to try and get on top of Yak as well. But Yak going to be retreating into this lower area now. Mafe going to be bombing forwards. Does find a couple of rockets on towards Yak, and Yak is just going to retreat now back into towards last. Does survive, and that can be a pretty big deal here coming into this last, which they're going to have to hold against a full Uber advantage. They are going to be able to set up some stickies on this last and just get a bit of a defense going. They have got the engineer off class for Middle now, so they are going to set up that sort of Iron Fortress hold, opting not to get a pyro, but Hugo is up on the sniper class. Is going to be peeking on the right hand side as well. Just to try and find any frag that could come his way on that right side. Going to be rotating over to the left-hand side now, just to sort of chill there and watch that shuttered door. Grumpy, are you alive?
I am back. Sorry, I had some internet issues right now. I think my system just hates me. As we are seeing into this last push right now, really good pressure out of the piles, and they are going to make it 6-3, but they don't have much time, if any, to make it back.
Yeah, indeed. That was just a, play by the bloke, get the Uber advantage, push into last and win it out. Pretty simple stuff there, Grumpy. But 6-3 is now the scoreline, and they are going to be making their way in towards the next mid. Yeah, 5 minutes left on the clock.
3 rounds? 2 rounds, 5 minutes? Well, just under 6 minutes? They could do it. They could do it. We will see as Kazuchi does get cleaned up. 2 players down for the Poles, PIACH and Koi looking to go behind onto them as they are in kitchen. Grabbers just kind of separated, juking and jiving against this demo. He's wanting to go in. What is that? Why are you going in for that? As Yak cleans him up with a half side Toichi and beats him to death. And it's mainly because Yak was in the way of his escape. I can see colours.
Yeah, it's a 3-round deficit for the side of the Poles. They got five whole minutes to make it up, which is still doable. But I mean, I think the Joseph Stone are just sort of beating them into submission now and just making these last few minutes hurt just by throwing the game away. But they are on top of Thaz. You do find that frag. Hugo gets taken down immediately. So 2 players down on the side of the Joseph Stone here. Bum way too far forwards. Does get cleaned up there. Middle now. Just going to be running in. Gets the small bottle, but gets cleaned up immediately by Mafe, who finds a 3k on that last defense. And they are going to now push back in towards Lobby Grumpy to try and get a second retake.
Yeah, they have to. But Matza! Oh, and the taunt on Yak, dunking him out of the sky, Lucky. And we have got a spy. Hugo is actually in behind, but I don't think the game's slow enough for a spy right now. This doesn't feel like it's a great spy opportunity, as they are pushing in right now, so they're leaving Hugo in the dust. Hugo nearly gets spotted out by the soldier. He's just going to try and pistol him down. Is going to clean him up. A little bit of a Highlander action going on, as we do see some more damage. Soldier Hoy just slowing them down, not letting them push in. But they have got 100% Uber. There's a lot of space between them. Oh, they're jumping out of the window as Matty tries to bomb into nothing, as he looked very, very confused. Hugo is still on that spy, looking to rejoin his team. Maybe get some sort of backstab. No, he's trying to stab, shoot. What is going on? He's not really being effective. And the Poles know it. They're going in through lower. They're looking to get onto the soldier. Soldier is going to go down. They're going to now pressure onto Bum. Bum is going to go down as well. So they have the Uber just popped. They have the heals. They've got so much time on point. And with 3 minutes 18 left, 2 rounds, that is possible, Lucky.
Why didn't they do this like you know, 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, like ages ago at the start of the map.
Like, it's insane. Why? The worst part of this is, Grumpy, that if the Joseph Zone win this one, then we go to a map 3.
Yeah, we want to go to a map 3, don't we? I want to see more TF2.
It's going to be awful. Anyway,
It's
so
going
now
to be
we've got-
great.
We've got another mid-fight
perfect.
happening. We've got a soldier
got
bombing in
Madison's bomb
towards
there.
Bum. Deals a ton of damage, but doesn't really find the frag there. We've now got the counter aggression coming on towards Grabber. Grabber is super low. It's going to get the pack in saw, but it's looking rather shoddy for the side of the poles. They have a 3-man disadvantage here, and they do find the frag onto Hoy, who does frag himself eventually. Grabber getting insanely low though is going to have to retreat now back in towards saw. The rest of the team super far back, and they are just going to opt to hold second.
And really, the aggression right now, Lucky, is still with the Polish team, and they need to keep that up because Joseph Zone wants to push them off again. This is such a long mid-fight. I don't understand why they're staying for so long when they could have put themselves in a really awkward situation. Middle is going to go down. Looks like they're backing out. They're kind of just pushing each other to and fro. Reposition. Uber's actually come out. Been an exchange. And Kazuchu now pushing through. Choke onto there. He's gone a bit far forward. He's playing really, really risky right now. As Demo is separated from his team. Could be a pick. Joseph does get cleaned up, but so... Oh, Praz so low. Does get cleaned up. Bum gets cleaned up by Praz before that happens, though. So this post-fight of that situation should be better for the Poles. As... Oh, Grabber gets onto Matu. And finally,
Cap the
Middle
point,
is
you
behind.
dummies!
Nah, they're so focused on that scout behind. And with 1 minute 17, it looks like the taunt on the point. They know they've won this. There's nothing that the Poles can do to win out this round and win this map. So we will be going to a map 3, which is, if I remember correctly, is it Gully Wash? I can't remember.
Do I have to?
You do. It is Gully Wash. I do have the memory. Not of a goldfish, thank you very much. As we go forward, looking so much pressure onto it. They're going to get their consolidation round. Middle going to go down. Hugo down as well. And, oh no, it did change actually process.
Yeah,
I was
that's
wrong.
GG's out in chat. I don't think that was a good game. We had 11 rounds of just absolute chaos.
Chaos is great.
It wasn't great, it was awful. It was awful to watch from start to finish. I don't think either team deserve any amount of points. I don't know if the Joseph Zone even deserve a win off the back of this one, because it was just chaos from start to finish. Nothing happened. Explain to me one moment where anything was good. Or a specific moment in this game.
The first round from Joseph Zone was actually a really, really good round by them. It was chaotic TF2. We are going live. We're going to be on this final consolation grand final between Joseph Zone and PIACH. That's how I've been told to say it. Sounds weird, but let's go. And bombs are coming in. And Mej just gets completely cleared up as the first death of this mid. Matza looking to sneak his way in, looking for a bomb. Hoy taking up the high ground. This is going to be good for his team if they're able to do it. And the bomb comes out. No one's able to connect much. Matza is going to go down though. And Joseph Zone looking to barrel forward, go through suicide, bring themselves forward. That's exactly what they're going to do as they're pushing them out. PIACH just not able to do anything, Lucky.
Yeah, not able to stop this aggression at all. Grabber now going to have 90% overcharge there for last, so it's going to be a bit of a stalemate on this last point. But we've seen them break stalemates before, but only by the Poles making loads of mistakes. But Middle goes in immediately for a sack, going to be off classing probably onto probably like a heavy, I'm going to be real. He likes to go heavy and just sit on the process second and just watch them do things. But Thazu's going to be running in lower. He's going to be running in now with the Uber on Grabber. This is The world's worst exchange as Bum
This is
now-
great! This is
Bum
amazing!
uses Uber into lobby with Yak. Going to be going in towards last here with the Uber. Hugo is behind him though. Praz is going to get taken down there. Mafe goes down. It's going to be a 3v6 fight as they all get cleaned up there. No heals on either soldiers. They're going to be running in. It's going to be an easy cap. That's going to be 1-0. It's a repeat of last game. And for those of you who are confused as to what's happened, we've experienced an hour of this monkey madness already.
Yak's going monkey mode. Oh, that's a reference and a half.
Oh god.
Oh, where's Turret nowadays?
I don't know. Man number mid number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Man number 2.
Map 3. Just kill me. Someone end me.
Let's do it. Let's go as we're going to see the bombs in. And, hey, Lucky, how you joined your last cast on the Grids cast?
So
huh?
they're bombing in, the Mafe dies, he goes in, Yak dies, and it's just going to be going forward here. Matza going to be taking out high ground, gets scout, knocked by Hugo, gets pinned to the ground and dies, and it's going to be Hoy now also fragging himself to the floor. Thazu's getting super far forwards, is going to get cleaned up in this choke, it looks like, eventually goes down now, and it's going to be the demo of Prasper dying in the choke point. Grab is going to get chased back in towards IT, gets killed by middle, and the taunt comes out from Matu and middle, and it's going to be full Uber advantage towards Bum.
I think, yeah. I'm okay. I'm coping with the chaos, somewhat. As Matza is on sniper, looking for the classic long peak angle into choke. And Yak is in the air. I don't think Matza even saw that as Yak is chasing him now, trying to sticky onto him. Joseph Zone looking to take on to, second without any aggression really. And
yeah.
I'm just
Okay. Yeah, the Uber comes to last. They've got an NG. He's up. He does get the sentry gun taken down immediately. There is basically no defense coming out from the red side. They've got no players anywhere. They've currently got 2 players in spawn. All the players are getting fragged. But Matza finds a frag onto Yak, but it's worthless since there are no stickies on the point and the scout stands there. They get the cap. It's 2-0. Clap! Easy. Why didn't they just do this for 5 rounds in a row on Snake Quarter, Grumpy? Please explain to me.
because they wanted to stretch it out to see how far they could break you. And they've done a great job.
Speedrun.tf this, please.
Oh, please. As Yak, super speedy on his rollout. Going to be able to get up some sticks. They've got the high ground already. They just need to start putting times on the point. Meth beefing his jump, but managing to get back. No one really going to contest him there, as he's going to go behind. He may appear later. Keep him in the back of your mind, guys, as he walks through choke. But Prasper is going to go down. Soldier above them on Seagull spot. Players are going down. Soldier bombs onto Hugo. Hugo's having none of it. Cleaning players up, chasing them in to Sewer. And Hugo just kind of watching Grabber as he's going to clean him up with that pistol aim along with middle. And they're going to wipe him. Maybe transfer this into a third round, even though Bum is dead, which isn't perfect. But they're already pressing players on last, trying to deny those spawners. Prosper not able to get into second because of it.
Yeah, they're opting to stack mid, which is a bit of a questionable decision. They could have more players on second right now, pressuring that cap right now. The Poles have a really good opportunity now to get set up on this point. They haven't got yak forwards, no heals forwards right now. They can just get out here. They're taking forever to get onto the second point. Praz now appearing from top IT. He's going to start laying those stickies and pipes down in that choke point there, just to block them off. But that mid fight was a little bit touch and go there, but Yak had some really good positioning on top of the crates there. Stickied off the demo, got that frag, and then they pushed across. It was easy peasy from there forwards. But now we are going to see a bit of a stalemate. Probably going to see a bit of a fake bomb attempt, but it looks like they are wanting to push through IT in towards Kazuchu. It has been called. The spam has now changed its direction in towards choke, but Hoy now taking this opportunity to come through. Gets through choke clean. No one's looking at him, and they get through, and Praz is going to get nukes on the point and goes down. Grabber's going to be retreating out towards last. Only has 90% Uber charge, and only has one scout attached to the beam. Hugo is trying to fight that 1v1, doesn't win it out against Azu as he had the beam attached to him. The force comes out from Hoy as well. They are going to be heading back in towards second now to try and reclaim this, but the cap didn't come out from Matu. Didn't want to finish it, instead wanted to retreat and save Bum's life.
And Bum is going to be able to get out. No one's touching him right now, as Thazu trying to push his team in, Lucky. And Bum gets the demo! No assist on that. He just cleans up the demo on his own and changes the entire flow. Bum out here getting picks.
Yeah, Bum always gets frags in games though. Always fires out those arrows. Miv coming in, trying to get a bit of salvation, gets absolutely nothing, and is just going to die for his troubles. Is going to be just deceased on last now. Hoy also going down, but Matty being dead as well. No soldiers for this last push that they got to do. They do not have enough Ubercharge to wait for Hoy to get here, as well as a soldier. They have to go now, otherwise they're not going to get anything in time. Grabber now too far forwards, gets cleaned up immediately, not counting those Ubers correctly. Thazu gets meat shot on rollout there and just immediately dies. They've got Matty trying to drag players back right now, but they this is not the what you want to be doing. You want to be staying on this last point, trying to defend it. There are stickies currently on point, but they've been cleared away. Now Matty going to be playing that point, just Prasba left alive. Is going to be some cap time coming out. It's going to be 3-0.
Yeah, Joseph's Zone looking to want to get this all locked down and dealt with, put in the bag. They completely, yeah, they want to watch the grand final. They're done. They're done with this Polish team. They're done playing around. They want to get this all one and done. Give Lucky a chance to get some food and get to work.
But we are seeing now bombs coming in from both blue soldiers. Going to be splitting up on this mid, not picking one side, just going from both sides. Matty getting insanely low. Is going to drop down and receive an arrow from Bum, it looks like, and he will survive. Kazachu going to be the first blood on this mid fight. Going to be Maeve now, taking that high ground right above Bum, but Hugo running across him is going to get that deny frag. Maeve going in for the market garner, he finds it onto Yak. Easy frag there, going to be a demo man down for the side of the Joseph Zone, but now they can re-push. No demo man means no pressure. Grabber moving in, eats some damage from Matu. Matu in a good position to bomb, but eats loads of damage and does crater onto the floor. It's a great play now from the Poles. They're going to be moving forwards now in towards the point. Middle a little bit far away from Hugo and his beam, and needs that beam, but Middle with the flank does find Thazu. They find Praz. Grabber drops his entire team, it looks like, and they're going to be running forwards here in towards this scout medic combo, but the medic has not got the scout on the beam, doesn't care about his life, and is just going to retreat.
Yeah, and he was actually forced during that, so it means that Joseph Zone can bomb in. Hoy goes in, deals some decent damage, nearly went down there, but that rocket deterred that soldier from staying because he knew he'd trade. And now the sniper play going in, but bomb's already used. Trying to get a shot onto Yak from Thazu, but not able to. Now they're switched over. They're looking to deny this point, but still all up for Joseph Zone staying alive. But they haven't capped second. Tragic.
Well, I mean, they got the grabber pick, which is probably the most important pick that they need there. Yak dropping the oops exclamation mark in the chat, and that's all they wanted. They just wanted to get the super advantage so they can make their way into last, but they don't care about Uber. They're just going in. They just want to push, which is exactly what they're doing. They plonk Hugo on the point. The beam is not up his rectum yet, but Matty gets air arrowed, and they cap this one out, and that's going to be 4-0 within 10 minutes.
Very different game right now from those guys, and
they're going to start throwing. Watch.
Yeah, they're going to do it. They're like, all right, now watch this.
Watch this.
Watch this.
5-4 later.
Yeah. Are they just put in all chat, Lucky, are you okay?
No, is the answer. Anyway, coming into
he goes in for the bomb.
Yeah, there you go. Gets Mafe immediately. Holy moly, Grumpy. Hugo going to be taking the high ground. Hoy going to be bombing in on towards Grabber. Finds that frag immediately. It's just going to be the rest of the team going to be retreating here. Kazachu trying to get on top of Bum to get some kind of consolation. Doesn't find it. And it's going to be Matza in with a high bomb damage as well. They do find that frag. Good commit from the Poles there. Understanding they need to sack away their lives for this medic pick. I think Thazu should just kill Binder right now because he's got no chance of winning this one. Does get taken down. And it's going to be a mid-win coming out from the side of the Joseph Zone. But both medics fragged. Grabber is up first.
Yeah, beast mode from Joseph Zone right now as they are going forward again. They just look so much more confident right now on this map. I don't feel like there's anything the Poles can really do as they're looking to push out, which is kind of risky as Neef is going to go down. So much damage onto Grabber. They do lose Yak and Matu, but that's it.
Yeah, looks like the red team are going to be moving in towards mid now. Just trying to get some space, and it's going to be them just bombing in really deep. Boy's going to get skybox there in the choke. He's going to actually retreat out there and he's going to survive. Grabber gets body shot by Hugo there and gets taken down. It's going to be Praz in the choke, super low. It could just eat any. Oh, gets body shot as well by Hugo. Yaks in with a bomb onto Kelsey, takes it down immediately. Epic bomb from him. Hits the kaboom taunt as Bum. Gets launched in the air as Maeve also gets headshot. Matt's the only one left alive. Middle's going to win that frag in the sewer area and they're going to start moving forwards in towards second. And the cap time is high on the midpoint, but no one's going to be there in time to backcap it.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
No one is going to be. And Thazu looking again on that sniper, but Hugo trying to show. Oh, gets Grabber. Perfection for the boy. And now they're pushing forward. They're looking for another pick. They've Ubered Hugo in. I don't know why they've done this, but they're doing it. And they're looking for some more damage onto it as they go forward. Oh my god, gets on.
I've never seen
as
Hugo
well.
hit so many headshots, in his life.
This is great. This is insane. Oh my god.
It's almost as if he has something helping him to do this. I didn't say that. Anyway, he
No,
jumps on top of the point now. And Matthew is going to be trying to capture this point right now. He hits another headshot. And yeah,
What a way to end it. Congratulations, Joseph Zone, winning that out 5-0. Consolation Grand Finals for the Lockdown Throwdown. Staying safe, staying away from the current conditions of the world. That's all from me, GrumpyKoi. I've been joined by Lucky. Thank you very much for listening to us lose our minds in this wonderful, good fun TF2. Bye-bye.